not the only girl here tonight. Yay! I need you to put your hands together tonight for the hottest grandma and great-grandma in comedy. And she's all sparkly, so please give a big hand to Miss Doris Swart.
This one, because, see, you can play with this one a lot. I don't get a lot of play time because I'm old. Last time I was here, and I have to apologize a little bit about that because I was a little... Oh, sorry. I'll start over. The last time I came here, I was a little nervous. It was my virgin performance, and I wasn't really sure if any of you were ready for me, but I think you're ready now. So I just want to ask, first of all, is there anybody here who has never been married? You need to leave now, because you're not going to understand a word of this. Okay. So is anybody here currently married?
Yes.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, my husband's here. If you were here last time, you heard about my husband. Yes. When I met him, he was this, oh, he was a sweet little baby-faced sailor. Yeah. And when we got married, he was 19. And I was 30. And it was a very good idea. Well, 5 years after that, our best man was visiting, and he confessed that he never expected to see us still together. He thought I was just using Nick for a boy toy, and he was right. And there's a reason why they call us Nick at night and Doris day. Because that's how it is. It's night and day and night and day. For over 30 years. Yeah. And a lot's changed. A lot's changed. I just thought I'd warn you because some of you may not be as old as me. I'm betting nobody is as old as me, except my best friend because she's here. She's 3 months older than me. I take her everywhere. It's like having a fat friend, you know, everywhere. I used to be the fat friend, but I lost weight. But it's not always a good thing to lose weight. I weigh 260 pounds. Now, that's not easy to lose, but the worst thing is when you lose that much weight, well, I lost that built-in little positioning pillow God had so wisely given me. And now I have to keep a spare by the bed, you know. Now, one of the things that has changed is that, well, he likes me on top. That's because he says he can find my titties easier when I'm leaning over. You know, because otherwise, it's like hide and seek in the dark. It's fun being married a long, long time. Yes, well, he put on a little weight himself, just a little. He got a little pot belly. So now, well, we have a memory foam mattress, because we're old. And I don't know if you've ever been on one, but it's really hard to sit on your knees on a memory foam mattress. It's just about impossible, because you can't hold your balance. You keep sinking in farther and farther. That's another joke. But you tend to lose your balance. So now, if he's like leaning over me, and he like falls down too fast, his little pot belly hits my diaphragm and I burp in his face. And, you know, that's pretty much game over. But it's not as bad as it could be, because, you know, sometimes it doesn't come out as a burp. I call that a twofer. And, you know, some of you have to think about that later. But, you know, if you're older, if you're going to get involved in sex, and I highly recommend it if you're younger. But if you're older, you have to be, you have to always remember health issues. Health issues can be critical. Like, I am a diabetic. Duh, I used to weigh 260 pounds. But anyway, I'm a diabetic now, and I'm on insulin. And that means I have to be careful. I have to always balance out, food with exercise and all that. So before I have sex, I've learned diabetics. If you know any, if you're going to sleep with any, always have a snack before sex. It's very important. Very important. I found that out when I, one night I forgot. And I got a lot more involved than I thought. And I went crawling off the bed afterwards, and I'm laying on the floor. And my husband's like, "You like that, didn't you?" I need food! Can spoil a mood. Well, I'm gotten pretty good now about remembering to always have a snack. And how much I eat depends on how involved I really plan to be. Well, the other night, I had a chocolate fudge cake. Yeah. And I bounced him right off the bed. And he hit the wall with his head. Oh, him another hole in the wall. He went to work. He told his boss that he wasn't feeling well because he had slipped. And he hit the back of his head. And it was true. It's true. He did slip. He slipped right out of my hands. Honey, I tell you, it's not easy getting old, but we're doing the best we can. See, there's other issues. There always are. The longer you live, the more issues there are, and you might as well learn to get along with it or laugh at them, whatever you have to do. Because I have night terrors. And I don't know if you're familiar with night terrors. They really should be called sleep terrors, because it happens when you're taking a nap, too. Now, in night terrors, or sleep terrors, you don't know what's happening. It's not a nightmare. You're not awake. You're half awake, and you think there's something horrible coming at you. And I can't tell you for how many years my poor husband woke up with me kicking him and hitting him and throwing him out of the bed. Now I just bounce him up. It's a lot more fun. But finally, my doctor said I wasn't getting enough rest. So he put me on Ambien. That was a great idea. Now I am unconscious when I have night terrors, which means he can't talk me down. He can't say, "Stop hitting me, stop hitting me. Honey, it's me, it's me." He can't do that after I got on Ambien. Well, that came to a head when we went to see the Statue of Liberty. We got there in the evening, so we got a hotel room, and we were, getting cozy for the night and resting. It was a long drive, and we're getting ready for the next day of sightseeing. And I take all my medicine, and I wake up in the morning, and I feel so good. And my husband is looking at me. I don't think I can do this like he does, but he's got this eyebrow that comes up, like way up high. And he's looking at me with that eyebrow. And I said, did something happen? And he said, "I don't want to talk about it." Okay, what happened? I'm not going to talk about it. And he just kept staring at me and staring at me. I said, "But, honey, really, I need to know what happened." It took 2 hours. 2 hours before he finally told me. That during the night, I got up. I stood on the very edge of the foot of the mattress, in a hotel. There's no foot railing, it's just a mattress. And I was balanced on the edge of that mattress. And I weighed 250 pounds. It just wasn't easy. And he said, I started screaming. And I screamed, and I screamed. And I wouldn't stop. I just kept screaming and screaming and screaming, and he just stayed awake all night waiting for the cops, because we were in a hotel. So when he told me all this, I said, well, you didn't have anything to worry about. We're in New Jersey. Thank you very much. You have all been wonderful, and I will tell you some more later.
Good job. Give it up for Doris.
Just turn yourself off.
Good job, Doris.
I was going to tell you something that happened to me today, but now I can't remember what it was because I'm freaking old too. So we're just going to keep it going, and I haven't told anybody what they're doing, so this is like going to be surprise. Oh, there's somebody that's going to give us some money. Is anybody going to go get money from that guy? Get some money from that guy. No, never mind. He missed all the good comics, so we won't make him come pay. Our next comic is from Lawrence. Brett? Yes. Are you from Lawrence?
I am.
Brett is from Lawrence, Kansas. He came up here to give you his funny. He's a very, very funny guy. I've seen him lots before. So please
course he's
put your
from
hands
Lawrence.
together
He's
for
Stocking
I
cap.
know your last name, Brett.
They all wear stocking caps.
Brett Schmidt. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I not know that? And he is so tall. Look at this. I could give him a blowjob and not even get my knees dirty.
That's right.
You want this one? Have fun.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. All right, for those of you that have seen me before, you know I'm a recovering germaphobe. For those of you that haven't, I'm a germaphobe. So anyway, I'm getting into this whole comedy thing. You gotta forgive me for the note cards because